2005, a netizen named Zuo Ying on the Tianya forum to break feudal superstition and spontaneously the most famous horror games online. Finally disappeared for 3 years. In 2008, posted again after 3 years, but to advise all netizens and say that, for gods and souls, you can never believe in them, but you must respect and fear them. Next, I will take you through to experience the whole process of this thing. Zuo Yang said that I dare to play these games, not to prove how brave I am, but because I have a strong curiosity about them since I was young. I have played most of the popular horror games online. I have played most of them. I usually play games alone. I haven't tried horror games that require more. I haven't tried them yet. But I can tell you responsibly that all the content I have published is true. For this, I can take all the relevant legal responsibilities. The first horror game I heard from others a long time ago. It said that at 12 o'clock at night, light a candle in front of the mirror, then peel an apple in front of the mirror. They said that you can see your past life in the mirror. I was very excited, and I prepared the required props early. Once it was 12 o'clock, I couldn't wait to start the game. When I first started peeling apples, I was really nervous. My hands were shaking uncontrollably, but when I finished peeling, nothing happened at all. I wasn't willing to end like this, so I picked up another apple and started peeling and started. I continued to peel 5 or 6 apples. After waiting for a long time, nothing happened, and I didn't see my past life self. Later, I was too tired to hold on, so I went to sleep. In the morning, my mom woke up. She found a trash can full of apple peels and a lot of apples and other props. My mom was scared to death. She thought I had some mental illness or sleepwalking. So when having breakfast and whispering to my dad about it. The second horror game is to eat incense ash mixed rice. It said that at midnight, take a bowl of white rice, then insert 3 incense sticks on it and put it at an intersection. It's best if no one passes by, and a particularly dark place. Then wait for the incense to burn to ashes on the roadside and eat the bowl of rice. It is said that because at this time, the rice has already been occupied by ghosts, the negative energy left after they eat. After you finish eating, you can quickly enter the gate of the spirit world. To be honest, when I first heard about this game, it did sound a bit weird, even in the middle of the game. I was scared so much that I was ready to quit the game. Fortunately, I finally persisted in finishing it. But when I was eating that bowl of rice, it was still a bit difficult. Rice mixed with incense, it's so bad. I finally finished it, but I waited for a long time without seeing any ghosts. However, this time it took me more than an hour to get home. It only took me 10 minutes to walk. Only took 10 minutes. Could I really have entered another world? The third game is to summon Bloody Mary. The game introduction is like this. If you want to call on the evil spirit of Bloody Mary, you can try it according to the following steps. Of course, I don't recommend you try. First, enter the bathroom alone and never let anyone else enter with you. Second, lock the bathroom door and turn off the light. Third, face the mirror and light a candle between the mirror and you, or light a candle on each side of the mirror. 4. Close your eyes, concentrate, and slowly say Bloody Mary. When I first knew this horror game, my first reaction was that it was a lie. But what Tianya website said is so amazing. I still have to verify it. I tried it according to the rules at night. They said after doing it, anything could happen after doing it. The first result is in the mirror. A face of a torn evil spirit will appear in the mirror, scaring you to death. The second result, blood will seep out from the mirror and the wall, and even pull you into the mirror, and so on. But after I finished, the mirror did change indeed. I was scared at first, too, but when I touched it, I found out It was the steam in the bathroom that condensed on the mirror. The fourth game is the famous four-corner game. Of course, let me add here, I am the editor. In my junior high school days, after school at night, I also tried this game in the classroom, but nothing happened at all. Okay, let's go back to the post and continue. It was this game that made our poster Zuo Yang disappeared for a full 3 years. It is said that this game, than the long-standing horror game Dai Xian in China, more terrifying and exciting. The rules are like this. Choose for people. At night to a rectangle-shaped room. Select for people. Go to a rectangular room at night with 4 corners. With 4 corners, and there is no clutter in the room. Turn off all the lights. 1 person stands at each corner. Face the corner. The person standing in the corner should not look back. The game starts with the person in any corner. This person walks towards the corner where the other person is. Gently taps the next person on the shoulder. The person who is tapped follows the same method. Walk along this corner towards the other person. The first person to pat on the shoulder will stay in this empty corner and waiting for the next person to pat your shoulder, and so on. But when one of them reached a corner with no one, he would cough once, and then crossed the corner and continued to walk forward until he meets the next person. It is said that after playing for a while, there will be no coughing scene, which means there are people in every corner. But there is one person who keeps walking. So many extra people. Who is this person? I've been reading the rules of this game all night. I invited 3 brothers to play the game with me. They all work night shifts in the same unit. They got off work at 12 o'clock and came to me. So, the brothers went to Li Laoliu's house to play together. At first, the guys were not very serious and were joking. I turned off the light, and it became quiet, and the atmosphere was created. The first round, I started to walk to the corner of Li Laoliu and patted his shoulder. Li Laoliu went to Xiaofeng, and then Niu Zi. I don't know if it's a psychological problem. I felt very depressed during the game and couldn't breathe. I've been spinning for over 20 minutes, but nothing unusual happened. There were always coughs. Later, when we transferred to Xiaofeng, there was an abnormal situation. Xiao Feng let out a yell, which almost scared us to death. Lao Liu immediately ran over and turned on the light, and shouted loudly. "What's wrong?" Xiaofeng seemed to be scared, and shouted at the top of her lungs. It was Xiaofeng's turn to go. Xiaofeng went to 2 empty corners. That means the number of people between us not only didn't increase, but 1 less person. It's different from the game's introduction. So we looked at each other and found Niu Zi was gone. Just as we were puzzled, the door suddenly opened. Niu Zi sneaked his head in and looked around. We were all startled, and we pulled him in and asked him where he went. Niu Zi said he drank too much beer at night and went to the bathroom. Hearing this, we were all very angry. So, Niu Zi was undoubtedly beaten up by us. So, the game ended here with this incident. I'm not an absolute atheist, but I don't really believe in the horror games. I don't really believe them. What can they summon? I always believe are just made up by someone out of boredom. But whether this game is true or not, I recommend that you not play it. Because last night, I learned the most serious lesson of this century. Just last night, we played the second game of 4 corners again. The location is still at Lao Liu's home. Last time, Niu Zi ran away secretly, which scared us a lot. So we all unanimously decided by raising hands, and we wouldn't play with him. This time, Xiaofeng brought a girl. This time, we want to play more professionally, so as soon as it was 12 o'clock at night, we started the game on time. This time, the girls started walking. The girl came to me, and I continued. It lasted for about 10 minutes. Suddenly, a girl's scream came from the darkness. That scream almost scared us to death. Let's turn on the light quickly and rushed to the girl together. When I arrived at the girl's place, she grabbed my collar and said, I saw the girl glaring at me with gritted teeth and squeezed out a few words from her mouth, saying, I want to go. Seeing his situation, we three boys were scared at that time. Seeing that he didn't look like he was joking, I felt my heart sink instantly. Seeing that he was scared, out of kindness, I held him in my arms to comfort him. He bit me on the shoulder and then shouted loudly to us that he wanted to leave. I'm leaving. The girl looked scared and stupid. We put on her coat and shoes for her. She couldn't walk either. We carried her downstairs. Once downstairs, we ran into a nearby hospital. Because there were lights in the hospital and there were many people, so we felt relieved and relaxed. The girl suddenly became weak and sat on the ground and kept crying on the ground. So we carried her into the duty room. The doctor in the duty room looked at us with a strange look and asked us what happened. We told the doctor that we were scared by something. So the doctor gave the girl a sedative and rested on the chair in the office all night. The next day at dawn, we woke up the sleeping girl and sent her home. After a night, his nerves should have relaxed a little bit. He looked fine on the road, which also relieved us men a little bit. If we really scared the girl, then we were in trouble. Then the boys, would be responsible for that. When we took the girl to her doorstep, she turned around and said sorry to us, and said first, I don't know what happened last night. But when he left, I felt like there was someone in the corner. Now he thinks it was just his illusion. He said he was too scared. Because in the game, a four-cornered game, the one who goes first, there must be no one in his corner. But when the girl walks to that corner, she suddenly felt that there was someone there. That is to say, playing this game will really have terrifying things. There will be an extra person. For this game, I've been struggling for a long time. I've been wondering which girl's illusion it is. Is it really, as the internet says, girls are physically weaker and see ghosts easily? But I prefer the former, because in advance, I explained the process of the game to them and the possible weird situations. Maybe after turning off the light in a dark environment, you feel a lot of pressure in your heart, which leads to illusions. But this is just my guess, after all. If you want, let me give you an accurate answer. I can only say, I don't know anything. This is the content of the original post in 2005. After this game, Zuo Yang, he didn't continue to play other horror games and never logged in again. This account named Zuo Yang until 3 years later. On October 25th, 2008, he logged into the account and wrote in the post that, since I first posted this thread, it's been 3 years and 8 months. I know many people want to ask why I haven't appeared for so long. I can tell you that. Because later, I have developed a deep fear of this account. In fact, over the years, I've wanted to log into this account several times to end the posts that I didn't finish. But I didn't know what to say every time. If someone still asks me now if you have written all that you have done, I can still tell you with certainty that, yes, I did it, and I also paid a painful price. The price is for a considerable period of time. I felt the deep fear and despair, and it also affected those around me. I used to have a lot of property and a company with considerable profits and stable growth. But then I had nothing. Now my life has just started to improve. Maybe I should be grateful. Finally, I believe that all who have followed this post and followed Zhu Yang's account, and all my friends who can see my words, remember my advice. For gods and souls, you can never believe in them, but please never blaspheme or disrespect them. The account of Zuo Yang never logged in. and he completely disappeared. Until 2017, on the Chania forum, it appeared again, a post about the final explanation of Zhuo Yang's case. The post has sparked heated debate again. The poster further said many details after the incident at that time, and provided many pictures, proving its authenticity. The poster is considered by many netizens to be Zhuo Yang himself, is the most likely because the authenticity and tone are exactly the same as Zhuo Yang. But unfortunately, after this post reached a certain level of popularity, it was inexplicably deleted. Here, the whole story is completely over. Of course, I will also try my best. I will also do my best to find it. If I can find it, I will update the follow-up as soon as possible. Okay? This episode of the story ends here. If you like my channel, please give me a like and subscribe. If you don't like it or have any good suggestions, you can also leave your comments. Leave your valuable opinions. I will also make improvements. Meanwhile, all my future works will be updated simultaneously on YouTube and TikTok. Thank you for watching. Wish you a wonderful day.